Bleitz's consumer-first legacy enlivens 100-year-old funeral home. From death can spring life. Case in point, the feisty, long-lasting Bleitz Funeral Home. The 101-year-old edifice represents a customer-focused tradition at a prominent corner, hovering over the Lake Washington Ship Canal at the south end of the Fremont Bridge. Serving bereaved families until 2017, the same year it was designated a Seattle landmark, it has entered a new phase as a fully leased office building anchored by the North Face apparel firm. The pandemic-era preservation triumph was stewarded by its current owner, Pestakia and Associates of Seattle, and general contractor, Bellevue-based Fouché. The stately 2.5-floor concrete structure arose just 4 years after the Ship Canal and Bridge were completed. Illinois-born Jacob Bleitz had worked as an undertaker in Wichita before establishing a funeral business in 1904 in Seattle's Green Lake neighborhood. After short partnerships in Fremont with morticians Edgar Ray Butterworth and John Rafferty, he crossed the bridge and settled his sole owner mortuary in 1921 along Queen Anne's industrial northern edge. From the start, dealing with death transcended mere business for Bleitz. He promoted affordability and excoriated undertakers he called predatory. The people of Seattle have been outrageously overcharged for funerals and materials, roared a full-page notice in the February 18, 1915 Seattle Star. His ads promised the lowest prices, and one even warned of graft by competitors, whom Bleitz said gave away hundreds of Christmas turkeys to induce referrals. Long before it became popular, Bleitz also encouraged a cheaper alternative, cremation. In the late 1930s, he went further, patenting and using an ultra-hot flame technique, leaving no remains, called evaporation. The new and better way, costs no more, gives a comfort never before known. It didn't catch on. In the year Bleitz died, 1939, the family firm partnered with the new People's Memorial Benefit Association, a cooperative that emphasized spiritual rather than material aspects of attending to the bereaved. Later, the Bleitz Company became known in funeral circles for serving AIDS victims and the LGBTQ+ community when other mortuaries rejected them. Over the years, Bleitz Funeral Home handled more than 180,000 deaths, including the cremations of famed grunge rockers Andrew Wood in 1990 and Kurt Cobain in 1994. Today, the building showcases adaptive reuse, meriting an award in May from the Queen Anne Historical Society. Historian Michael Emick embodies the Bleitz legacy via family connections. Working stints at Bleitz were Michael's great-grandfather, Sam Fredrickson, 1970s, 1980s, Father Craig, 1975-2004, and wife Desiree, 2015-2017. Since 2014, the Emicks have operated their own West Seattle funeral business, guided by the Bleitz approach. As Michael says, not selling people something they don't need. In our first then photo, fronted by 3 cars, including a 1927 Pierce Arrow Center and 1927 Cadillac Wright, Bleitz Funeral Home presides next to the Fremont Bridge and along the Lake Washington Ship Canal circa 1930. The building's architect and builder are unknown. In our second then photo, Jacob Bleitz, left, confers with his son James, who followed in his father's funeral director footsteps. The chair in which James is sitting is still in use at Emick Family Funeral Services in West Seattle. In our third then photo, Lawrence Bleitz, left, younger son of Jacob Bleitz, stands at the KJR radio microphone while an unknown organist performs at Bleitz Funeral Home, circa 1930. The pipe organ was removed and donated in 2005 to Blessed Selos Catholic Church in New Orleans as part of Hurricane Katrina recovery. In our fourth then photo, a full-page ad for Bleitz Rafferty Company in the February 18, 1915 Seattle Star newspaper blasts overcharging for funeral services. Kilbourne Street, by the way, is now North 36th Street in Fremont. Today, in this wider view of the landmarked Bleitz building are, from left, Michael, Desiree, and Craig Emick, their firm's 1972 Cadillac Miller Meteor hearse, Georgie Phelps of building owner Pestachia and Associates, Craig Smith of general contractor Fouché, and Leanne Olson, Maureen Alenga, and Michael Hirschensohn of the Queen Anne Historical Society. Demolition of a non-landmarked 1988 addition made possible the new 4-story office building at left. For more information, visit the Bleitz page on Facebook and qahistory.org.